And yes, I introduced my son to some drag queens today, so Tennessee, f***ing arrest me.
So I spoke about this topic before, and I'm just going to talk about it very briefly tonight. Maren Morris was performing at a concert in Tennessee called the Love Rising Concert. Apparently it was an LGBTQ type event where most members of the audience are LGBTQ, or what I like to call the alphabet people. And she was there to perform a song or two. She was not the headliner of this show. And she's been very outspoken about other country artists who don't agree with this type of behavior, if you will. She's basically upset because Tennessee has put a bill into law that basically bans drag shows anywhere where kids may be able to see them. And in the past, I've said, I agree with that. I have nothing against drag shows or men who perform in drag shows, but I do have something against taking children to see them. But like I've said in the past, if they're for story hours or just reading books to the kids or just meeting the drag performers is one thing. But if they're put on like strip shows with poles and scantily clad men as drag queens, I believe that children should not be involved in it. Well, you heard Morris say she took her son to meet drag queens, and if you want to arrest me, fucking arrest me. Basically telling Tennessee, your bill is bullshit. Well, I totally disagree with her, and I'm going to tell you why and a couple of reasons. One, let me say, I like Maren Morris's music. I am a fan of country music. I always have liked Maren Morris, and I probably will still listen to her music. But her stance on this, especially with a 2-year-old child, really baffles me. Now, she is not a performer who can fill arenas or stadiums. She normally plays smaller venues and sells those out, but she's nowhere near a Carrie Underwood or a Jason Aldean or a Luke Bryan or a Luke Combs or any other big country artist. So she's taking this stance, I believe, to gain more fans and to get some more coverage. Again, I like her music, but she needs to stop focusing on either writing better music or raising her son and not getting her young son involved in controversies like this. She had an ongoing beef a while back with Jason Aldean's wife, Brittany. She claimed Brittany Aldean made some transphobic comments, which Brittany Aldean doesn't agree with that. So if she came out against it and Maren is for it, Brittany Aldean was transphobic. We all know that. If we are against it, we're transphobic too. It's a bunch of nonsense. But she was on another show, some drag queen show. I'm not sure what the name of it was. She's basically apologizing to the men who perform in these drag shows for people who don't like them. And she wanted them to know that she's there for them and she really cares about them. So have a look at this quick clip.
From country music and its relationship with like LGBTQ plus members, I just want to say I'm sorry and I love you guys for making me feel like a brave voice in country music.
So again, she's apologizing to them for people not agreeing with what they do. Why should anybody apologize for not agreeing with something? I got no problem with it. I'll say it for the third time in this short episode. I got no problem with it. Put on your shows, have a ball. Keep them clean. Keep the kids out of them if they're not clean. And that's it. There's no problems. Children should not be attending these shows if they are going to be sexual in nature. We've seen them all over the place in the last several months where these performers are dancing in basically G-strings. They're men, and children are giving them tips, dollar bills, putting it in the band. That is absolutely wrong. And if Maren Morris chooses to bring her son up around that, that's her prerogative. It's her child. But she said in an interview after that Love Rising concert that she took her 2-year-old son back to the dressing room where the queens were getting ready, and it smelled like hairspray and there were wigs everywhere. And she said, my son freaked out. Now, did he freak out because he got excited? Or did he freak out because, Ma, what the hell is this? I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. Her words were, he freaked out. And then later on, she said when she got back to her own dressing room, he looked at her and said, I need my queens. And she said, I'm the only queen. We're talking about a 2-year-old child. And I've talked about children that young before talking in that manner. And it's my belief that a 2-year-old is not putting together sentences like that. They're basically talking, they're learning. So for a 2-year-old child to look at his mother and say, I need my queens, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's absolute nonsense. He didn't say it, but I wasn't there. I'm only saying what she said in her interview. And if she wants to support the alphabet people, support them. No one cares. Anybody can support them. If I choose to, I can. If you want to, you can. But don't use it as a platform to make your popularity bigger because you're a country music artist. If you want to attract fans by the thousands, like again, the Carrie Underwoods of country music, then you need to write better music. You need to be a better performer. Don't use a cause like the alphabet people don't use it as your platform to gain more notoriety. It's wrong, and it's typical of celebrities to do this. Does she really care about these people? I don't know. Just because she says she does, doesn't necessarily mean she does. Just like the rest of the Hollywood so-called elite, they jump on every bleeding heart cause, especially to keep themselves relevant. The ones who have been out of the business for a long time, all of a sudden they're all over the place supporting this, that, and the other cause just to say, see, we care. No one cares. I don't idolize musicians or actors or actresses, and nor should anyone idolize them. We can like them. We can watch their movies, we can go to their concerts, but we don't have to live our lives based on everything they do and say. So that's all I want to say about this. I just found it odd that, oh, one more thing. Then she's thanking Nashville and the country music industry for being there for the gorgeous drag queens and the LGBTQIA, and she thanked them all for showing up to this concert. And of course they're going to show up because it was a benefit concert for that movement, I guess. So make your music. Let's keep our political views to ourselves, especially if you are a celebrity. Because in my opinion, you're going to lose more fans than you're going to gain by speaking out on something that you may or may not really care about. You could be using this as a platform for more notoriety. Who knows? I'm just taking a wild guess. And I'll say it one more time. I'll probably still listen to Marin's music because I like it. And that's it. I mean, stop this nonsense with the 2-year-old. He freaked out and he told his mother, I need my queens. What are we doing here? The kid's 2 years old. He's not talking like that. So just let it go, write your songs, perform your concerts, and let's move on. And that's all I'm going to say. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell. Share this video with someone. I'd appreciate that. Hope everybody's healthy and safe. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.